Today we take an in-depth look at the 2025 Nissan Altima, a midsize sedan that seeks to combine everyday practicality with modern tech, refined styling and sensible driving dynamics. Whether you're considering a sedan for your daily commute, family usage or simply want a smart alternative to an SUV, this Altima aims to deliver. Let's explore everything from its styling, performance, interior, tech and safety, and finally some thoughts on how it fits into the market. Starting with the exterior design. From the moment you approach the 2025 Altima, you'll notice clean lines, a confident front fascia with a bold grille and swept-back LED signature lighting. The proportions are sleek. The car measures roughly 192.9 inches in length, 72.9 inches wide, and about 56.9 inches tall. The result is a sedan that looks more upscale than some of its rivals, yet remains familiar and sensible for everyday driving. On trims like the SR and SL, you'll find larger wheels, sportier touches, and more premium finishes. For example, one of the tested senior AWD variants weighed roughly 3,433 pounds and managed 0 to 60 mph in approximately 7.6 seconds. While it isn't a sports car, that's credible performance for its class and segment. Walking around the car, you'll appreciate details like LED headlights with automatic high beam assist, optional moonroof, and design elements that balance sophistication with function. According to the manufacturer specs, features such as the 2.5-liter engine, intelligent AWD and up to 27 city, 39 highway mpg are available depending on configuration. On the whole, the exterior styling and presence of the 2025 Altima speak to a car meant to be relevant in a market shifting heavily toward crossovers, but proving sedans still have something to offer. Moving to performance and powertrain. Under the hood of most 2025 Altima models is a naturally aspirated 2.5-liter inline-4 engine producing about 188 horsepower and around 180 pound-feet of torque in the front-wheel drive version. If you choose the all-wheel drive version, available on select trims, that same engine is rated around 182 horsepower and 178 pound-feet of torque. The transmission across the lineup is a continuously variable transmission (CVT) Nissan's Xtronic unit, which helps deliver smooth, efficient and predictable performance. Efficiency is a strong point. The 27 mpg city, 39 highway rating for the FWD version is reported by Nissan. Independently tested numbers for the senior AWD variant are 25 city, 34 highway, 28 combined mpg. These figures make the Altima a compelling option for those focused on running costs and everyday usability. On the ride and driving dynamics side, the Altima employs a four-wheel independent suspension, front aluminum struts, coil springs plus a stabilizer bar, rear multi-link suspension also with stabilizer bar. On the sport-oriented SR and SL models, you'll find enhancements such as active ride control, which applies minor braking to reduce pitching over bumps, and intelligent trace control, which brakes individual wheels to keep the vehicle more stable through curves. The upshot: the driving experience is competent, comfortable and meets the expectation of a modern midsize sedan. Of course, there are trade-offs. The CVT lacks the engaging character of a traditional automatic or dual clutch, but it's well suited to the mission here. If you're looking for outright performance, you may consider something more aggressive, but for the intended purpose of daily driving, economy and comfort, the Altima delivers. Let's dive into the interior. The cabin of the 2025 Altima is refined and thoughtfully laid out. Materials are mostly good quality, and the design is intuitive. Front headroom is about 39.1 inches, front legroom around 43.8 inches. Rear headroom about 36.9 inches and rear legroom roughly 35.2 inches. In terms of cargo capacity, the sedan offers around 15.4 cubic feet of trunk space. On the technology front, even base trims come with an infotainment display, for example, an 8-inch touchscreen, Apple CarPlay and Android Auto smartphone integration, keyless ignition, remote engine start on some trims, and wireless connectivity among available options. Higher trims step up to a 12.3-inch color touchscreen display. Other available tech includes premium sound systems, e.g., Bose wireless charging pad, Wi-Fi hotspot, wireless phone integration, and larger wheels with premium accents. The overall result: the cabin feels modern, connected and competitive for its class. Comfort is acceptable for the driver and front passenger, especially given the generous legroom up front. Rear seats are slightly less generous but still usable for adults on shorter journeys. The finish and fit are good for the price, with available leather upholstery and other upgrades on higher trims. Now moving to safety and driver assist features. Safety is a major focus for the 2025 Altima. Standard on all trims is the Nissan Safety Shield 360 suite, which includes features like automatic emergency braking with pedestrian detection, blind spot warning, lane departure warning, rear cross traffic alert, and more. Additional features on higher trims include more advanced driver assistance, surround view cameras, and other premium safety technologies. According to Nissan's US website, the Altima now has your back, sides and front, with Safety Shield 360. For many buyers, this level of tech is a strong plus. You're getting features that used to be optional or premium on other models. From a value and pricing perspective, base pricing MSRP for the 2025 Altima starts around US $27,000 for the 2.5S trim. A more common, sweet spot, 2.5SR trim begins around US $28,830. With additional trim levels, options and AWD, the price climbs, but even then the Altima remains competitive within the midsize sedan segment. When you consider fuel economy, safety tech, and overall package, the value proposition is quite compelling. Considering competition, the Altima competes with vehicles like the Toyota Camry, Honda Accord, Hyundai Sonata and Kia K5. Sedans in general face difficult headwinds in a market that increasingly favors SUVs and crossovers, yet the Altima maintains relevance by offering a strong mix of economy, comfort and tech. Its availability of AWD further sets it apart in the sedan class, helping it appeal to buyers who might otherwise consider stepping up to a more expensive SUV for traction or all-weather driving. What about ownership costs and real-world usability? The strong fuel economy will reduce running costs, and Nissan provides competitive warranty and maintenance packages depending on region. It's also practical for everyday driving, decent cargo space, good visibility, easy ingress-egress, and broad dealer network, especially in major markets. For buyers in regions like Saudi Arabia, used to heat, dust and long-distance commuting, the combination of reliability, comfort and fuel efficiency will be attractive, though you'd want to check that local market trims, servicing and parts availability align with expectations. There are also a few areas where you'll want to consider carefully. While the CVT is efficient, some drivers may prefer a more engaging feel or physical gear shifts, though that is rarer today. The rear legroom, though acceptable, is slightly behind some class leaders that emphasize more generous rear accommodations. On higher trims, the pricing starts to approach those of small crossovers, so for buyers who really don't need the sedan form, the value gap may narrow. Another consideration is the likely future resale value for sedans versus SUVs. With many markets favoring SUVs, sedans can sometimes depreciate faster. That said, a well-equipped Altima with AWD may buck that trend depending on local demand and condition. Given all this, what kind of buyer is the 2025 Altima right for? It's ideal for someone who wants a comfortable, modern sedan for daily commuting or family use, rather than wanting a rugged SUV. Prioritizes fuel economy and low running costs but still wants a stylish and well-equipped car. Appreciates advanced safety and connectivity features bundled into a sensible package. Would benefit from AWD, for example in climates with rain or occasional slippery conditions, but doesn't require the higher cost, size or fuel penalty of an SUV. Values a sedan silhouette but still wants near crossover levels of features. In contrast, if you're someone who requires very large cargo space or the flexibility of an SUV hatchback, prioritizes sporty handling above all else, wants the highest resale value in markets where SUVs dominate, then you might either consider a different sedan or step into a compact-sized crossover. From a global or Middle East perspective, like Saudi Arabia, the Altima's combination of comfort, tech, and efficiency is particularly attractive. Sedans still hold strong appeal in many markets due to their fuel efficiency, lower running costs and sleek profiles. If Nissan offers the 2025 Altima locally with good trim options, AWD availability, and proven servicing infrastructure, it could be a smart choice for buyers. To summarize, The 2025 Nissan Altima delivers a well-rounded package that hits many of the right notes for a midsize sedan. You get confident styling, efficient and practical performance, a comfortable interior with modern tech, strong safety features and a competitive price. It may not be the flashiest car or the most performance-oriented, but it doesn't need to be. Its strength lies in coherence and balance. If I were advising a prospective buyer, I'd recommend checking the specific trim level, particularly if you want AWD, verifying local availability of features and service support, taking a thorough test drive, paying attention to how the CVT behaves, and also factoring in expected resale value in your region. Also ask about local incentives, warranties and servicing deals per your market. In closing, the 2025 Altima proves that sedans still have a valid place in our current automotive landscape. While crossovers may dominate, a well-executed sedan like this one still offers strong appeal for buyers looking for something smart, efficient and polished. If you're looking at stepping up from an entry-level sedan or want something more refined without going into luxury territory or a large SUV, the Altima is a contender you should definitely inspect. Thanks for watching this detailed overview of the 2025 Nissan Altima on Auto Motor. If you enjoyed this walkthrough, don't forget to like, subscribe and hit the bell icon for more car reviews, comparisons and all things auto. Drop any questions or thoughts in the comments. I'd love to hear if the Altima is on your shortlist and how you'd spec it. Until next time, drive safe and happy motoring.